Hello, my name is Gwen, and welcome to your practice. We're going to do a little chair yoga today, infused with love. So get yourself comfortable, really comfortable. Make sure that you're nice and warm wherever you are. You're in a nice warm room, and you have a cushion underneath your feet, a nice thick cushion. So it could be a stack of blankets. It can be a few blocks with the blankets over top. Anything that you can muster up. Just go ahead and have your feet nice and comfortable, and then start playfully moving your feet on top. And look how your feet can move. Just notice how they can move. Just notice if you've had some tired feet, or you've had some little aches and pains in the ankles, then this is your practice. So go ahead and leave the feet wherever they're comfortable. Let the toes dance a wee bit, leave the heels down. And then bring your back into the chair. You might need to walk your sit bones back just a wee bit. And then have your back all the way into the chair, and notice how that is for you. And then close those eyes. And as the eyes close, notice how it feels to close your eyes. Notice how your body can settle right here. And know that you're right where you need to be. There's no place to get to, that you've arrived exactly at the right timing for you, to allow your body to settle into you, into this wholehearted time that you've allotted for yourself. Each breath, feel now the heart center. And if you can imagine a flame at the heart center, gently flickering, just a little bit. Each breath fanning that flame. So let the breath deepen. Notice the sensation of breathing like this as we open up the front, the back, both sides of that heart center. And that warmth of the heart starts to permeate in all directions outward and expand. The brilliance of this glow, this shine, this brightening. Notice where it flows to each breath. And then let yourself come forward just a wee bit so that your back is no longer leaning into the back of the chair, and have the arms outward, like we're holding a great big beach ball. Take a deep inhale and feel the arc of the spine as the arms come out. And as you exhale, let the arms come inward. They never have to touch. Inhale, open up, feel the heart center open brightly, and as you exhale, feel the arms come towards each other. You can bring the chin to the chest. As we breathe like this, feel the spine. Feel the length of the breath. The eyes are closed. What is that sensation like on the inside as we breathe and move like this, creatively? 2 more just like that. Let the arms come outward, the fingers can come away from each other. And as you come inward, gently notice. And how about one more? And then relax that effort. Let the hands come down to the lap. And notice the shoulders, from one shoulder to the other. The center, the heart center. Notice that space all the way to the back of the heart center. From one side to the other. That internal glow. Now let's go ahead and just shift your cushion with your feet over to one side and leave one foot on it and one foot off. The hands on the knees. Then go ahead and drag the foot that's on the floor towards the chair and drag it back outward. You'll drag it to the chair and then you'll drag it outward. Notice that drag on the feet. Just back and forth. Notice how that feels. Now you'll drag it out just a wee bit. Leave the heel down and lift the toes. Toes come back down and drag it back. Then you come out, lift the toes. Again, bring the toes down and back. 2 more times like that. Drag it out, lift, then you lower and drag it back. And then one more, lift, and then go ahead and drag it back. One more add-on, you'll bring it outward, leave the heel down, lift, and then like you're hanging onto a pencil, a little, and then down. This is called foot sliders from Gentle Somatic Yoga. So noticing how this feels, inspired by Mr. James Knight. This is one that I love to do when I'm on an airplane, or if I'm somewhere where I'm seated and I need to move just a little bit, my feet. So how about one more? The foot will come out, you leave the heel down, lift, and then squeeze the toes just a little bit and leave it out. And now heel toe that same foot out as far as you comfortably can and heel toe it all the way back. Now close the eyes. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and then swivel it all the way back. Notice how the ankle can move like this. Explore and notice the thumps and the thunks and let it. And now leave the heel where it is and tap the toes like you're tapping down sand outward and inward. Tapping down the sand, the heel's heavy, in and out. And then one more. And then now leave the toes where they are and just a hop of the heel. Let it bounce one way, a little bounce, bounce, bounce the other. From side to side now, we bounce with the eyes closed if you can. And just notice how that is. A little thunk, thunk, thunk one way, a little thunk, thunk, thunk the other. Just waking up the feet playfully. And then relax that effort. And now the full foot, let it come up off of the floor just a wee bit. And then dust off those visionary skills again. And we're stomping down that sand. Unless you're somewhere where there's snow. And then we're stomping down that snow so we can make it nice and smooth for our snow entrance of our snow fort. So feeling that, or maybe it's the inside of your snow fort. Let's get playful. Let's go ahead and pat it down. Notice how it feels for one more, and then carry it all the way back home. And We'll come on over to the other side. Let that foot rest. Go ahead and use your monkey feet to bring your cushion over to the other side. And feel for a moment the foot that's resting all the way up to the knee. From the knee all the way to where you're seated. Feel that whole leg receiving. And then the other side. From the foot to the knee, knee to where you're seated. Notice the differences. And what is that like? And then slide the foot on the floor forward and slide it back to the chair towards. Outward and then inward. Have the eyes closed and feel the friction on the floor. Notice what muscles are being worked. The next time it goes outward, lift the toes and then drag it back. Outward, lift the toes and then drag it back. 2 more. Lift, back, and 1 more. Lift, and then back. And then this next time you bring it out, lift, hang on to that pencil, let the foot come down and bring it back, and then out, lift, hang on to the pencil, and then back. And how about 1 more? Lift, hang on to the pencil, and then back. Notice how that feels. Let's heel toe it outward and heel toe it inward. Notice how the ankle on this side is moving. Know that pain is not an option. So maybe 1 for you or 2 for you. Maybe not as many as what we're doing. So take care of yourself exactly where you are. You never have to be like anyone else. Who you are right now in this moment, perfect. So let that rest now. Leave the heel down and pat the toes. Feel them pat outward and inward. And maybe the other foot felt like it had a larger range of motion, or maybe this foot has a smaller or larger range of motion. Maybe it's fatigued sooner. Maybe this side doesn't move and you're visualizing all of this on this side. Perfect. So how about 1 more? And then pause. Leave the toes down and thump that heel. Let it thump, 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 thump. 1 way and then the other. Let it thump. Make some noise. Maybe the people downstairs have been working late and they're wondering what is going on up there. Have some fun. A little thump, 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 thump. And then pause. Now the full foot, let it bounce outward and inward. Outward and inward. Now if you're in a wheelchair, your caregiver can be moving your foot and your leg just like this. Maybe a little slower, a little bit more deliberate, or maybe a little more playful. So how about 1 more? Outward and then inward, and notice how that feels. So now we're going to do a little hopping. So leave your cushion by your side, and with the foot closest to it, hop it up and hop it down. Just simply hop it up and down. And like the cushion is made out of glass, super soft into it. Super soft down and up. So notice what that's like. Now close your eyes, lift and lower. You lift and lower. 2 more. Last one. And then let that rest. Right over to the other side. Let's use our feet I'm going to resist. So use your monkey feet, your legs. They're a big part of today's practice. And bring the cushion over to the other side. And then lift and lower. Notice with the eyes closed how far up you have to go and how far down. So this might be a big challenge to you to trust that your foot is going to be okay to land. So how about 2 more like this? Notice the heel to the toes, up and down. And last one, and down. Now leave the cushion off to the side now. Feel both feet. And then now let the heels, both heels, hop outward and inward. Out and in. Out and in. Now leave the heels where they are and tap the toes, like windshield wipers to one side and then to the other. From one side to the other. One more. And then toes straight ahead. And then come to the edge of your chair here. And then let one leg come out to the heel and back to the toes. Out to the heel, to the toes. Close the eyes, heel to toes, heel to toes. And then other side, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes. So now heel one side, toes, heel, toes. So now we're going to switch each time, called alternating between sides. So one side and then the other. Maybe a little quicker. Eyes are closed. Feel how quick, how fast you can go. A little faster, a little faster, a little quicker, a little quicker. Now slow it down, a little slower, like we're moving through mud now. Slow motion. Notice what slow motion is like. And then rest those legs. Go ahead and carry one up all the way into the belly for a squeeze. Bring it close to the floor. Let it go. The other one, bring it up to the belly for a squeeze. Bring it close to the floor. Let it go. Now side to side, like we're lifting weights now. We lift our legs. Bring it close to the floor. Let it go. And then again, up to the belly, close to the floor. Let it drop. One more this side, close to the floor. Let it drop. And then one more that side, close to the floor. Let it drop. Ha! Let the feet rest now and bring the hands to the knees. Hook them right on the knees. And on your next inhale, carry the heart forward. Chin up. Exhale, chin to chest. Round that spine. Tap the chair with your back. Inhale, arc. Exhale, round. So now we move like this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, nice and full and deep. And exhale. And then 2 more. Last one. And then go ahead and walk the feet over to the side of your chair. Bring one hand on the back of your chair, one hand into the center. Look at the hand that's on the center. Bring it into the heart and then back into the center and open it up. Bring it into the heart, follow it, look over that arm, the other arm, and then back into the center. One more. So now this arm that's in the center, go ahead and bring it all the way to the back of the chair. Both hands on the chair. Take a deep breath, looking backward. Exhale, the hand that's on the chair, bring it all the way to the center. Now we move like this. All the way to the back of the chair. Look over the other shoulder. Then all the way back to center with that arm. All the way to the back of the chair. The head moves a little more. Then all the way back to center. 2 more. Take a deep breath. Exhale it all out. Last one. And then unfurl over to the other side. Let the legs hang out on that side. Arm comes to the center. And then let it come backward. You can follow it to the heart. And then back. You can bring it into the heart. And then back. Notice how it feels to come into the heart and share some of this heart energy. That pure intent of sharing and offering some of this kindness, this compassion, this joy outward. Now bring that hand to the back of the chair. Hold. Take a deep breath and feel yourself lengthen up. Look over that back shoulder and then unfurl. The same arm to the center. Now we move like this. Bring it back to the chair. Look over that back shoulder just a wee bit. And then back you unfurl. And then back to the chair. Look over the shoulder. And then take a deep breath. And then gather. And then let it go. Take a deep breath. And then 2 more. And last one. And out. All the way back to your start. Go ahead and take the right leg up, right from the ankle to the knee, and place it right on top. And see if you can take your fingers in between the toes. So this will be difficult. Don't think it's going to be easy. So you might have to work at this. And so maybe some fingers can come in between those toes. So work at it. And then circle the foot. And then close the eyes. And let it circle. And notice how this seated pigeon shape feels on your body. And then the other direction. Let the ankle move. And notice how that is for you. And how about one more circle just like that? And then let the fingers come out and let the foot rest. Then walk all the way over to the knee. Take a deep inhale and then fold downward in that general direction. And then like a waterfall, we come up, inhale. And then exhale downward. The head can become heavy. And then we come up. We take a deep breath in. And then waterfall over. And then all the way back to center. Let the hands hang on to the shin. And like you're pulling yourself forward, let yourself fold, head heavy. And then you come all the way up slowly. Take a deep breath. Pull the heart center forward. Head becomes heavy. And then the back of the heart leads the way all the way up. Take a deep breath. And then down. And then all the way up. And how about one more, just like that? And then we'll come over to the foot. We can bring our elbow all the way down, and you might even hang on to that foot and look over to that general direction. Some of you can stay there, or you can move that arm over a little bit more, maybe a little bit more, and you can come into prayer hands. So here we go for just a little prayer twist like this. Feel the seat. Notice. For some of you, that top hand, maybe it comes into a fist and you hang on to that fist. And how about one more breath looking at that top elbow? And then unfurl. Let that leg come into the belly for a squeeze and then bring it back down. A little hop, out and back. Maybe both feet. Happy feet. And then we come on over to the other side. Go ahead and bring it into the belly. Hang on to the ankle and place it over. Thread your fingers in between each of the toes if you can. It'll take some time. And then circle. Eyes are closed. Feel now the foot circle in one direction. Notice how you feel, and if the fingers don't go between the toes, that's okay. You play, you have fun. If you're moving, you're doing it right. If you're feeling a little something, perfect. So connect to that flame of your heart once again through your breath. Let that breath be the fan to those flames so you can really sense that glow. And then let that rest. Let the fingers come out. Follow your leg all the way to the knee so there's a knee to heart connection. Hands can rest on that knee. Inhale. Exhale, fold in that general direction. Head heavy, like a waterfall. We float through water here, gently coming downward as you exhale. Inhale up. Notice how the head can move. The body can move. Just like this. For one more. And then go ahead and come all the way to center. Bring your hands on the shin and we'll do that same waterfall forward fold. All the way down and all the way up. So notice how this feels in your pelvis, the legs, the spine. Connect to that inner smile and have some fun here. And how about one more for good luck? Then sit up and then take your arm that's the same arm as the bent leg on top and let it rest there. Perfect. You can look over to that side. Or some of you might be able to bring the elbow a little bit further down, bend it, palm up, offering the other palm to come and rest in it for prayer twist. And if you'd like to explore one more variation, bring a fist right into that bottom and then wrap the fist. Look up to the elbow. Take a deep breath in and feel both elbows coming away from each other. And then you exhale, let yourself come on out of that. Grab your cushion. Bring your feet on top. Let your back rest. and notice the effects of your practice today. Bring the palms together with a little bit of warmth, a little bit of appreciation. Take that warmth, hold it, and bring it right over the eyes. Feel that warmth come through, all the way through to the heart. Let yourself rest now. Palms to come together in deep appreciation for yourselves for showing up. Namaste.